Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Monday. Welcome to another Marriage Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Excited to be with you here to start another week off strong. It has not been a wild week. It's been a
Actually,
it has been it's been a weird. The last week was so weird.
It was. You're supposed to go out of town a million times.
My days got changed so many ways. I mean, it was so wild. So
yeah,
it all goes back to that.
Jeez.
I'm trying to think. First half of the week.
Thanks for bringing me in. I'm here.
Yes, Savannah is here with us. How are you?
Great.
You excited?
Actually, I'm not great right now. If anyone were to see me,
yeah, they would be very scared.
Immediate
If this was a video podcast,
we wouldn't be videoing it.
Everybody would have already turned it off.
Yeah. I have some type of
conjunctivitis,
virus or infection in both of my eyes, and the best way to describe what I look like I've been like bawling, crying for hours.
Yeah,
and that I just can't.
Every time I look at you, I'm
together.
like, oh crap, what did I do? Like, why is she so? And then I remember.
You told me that earlier. You keep thinking I'm upset. I'm not. I'm okay, but I don't look like I'm okay. I look like I can't pull myself together.
Yeah, it's a little sad, but luckily it hasn't been too painful.
Yeah, just irritating, but it's fine. We're working on it.
Thankfully, fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, it's been this way since Thursday. It's now Monday, and I'm telling y'all. Well, it's not when we're recording this, but when people hear this, it won't have changed. Like it's not going anywhere. I don't know. It
spread from one end to the other on Friday afternoon or Saturday.
Yesterday for us. It's Sunday right now, but yesterday it spread, and I am taking medicine and I'm doing the things, but just apparently like what I have can take up to 2 to 3 weeks to go away, which is horrifying because I'm like, I can't go.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
I don't know what to do.
Well, like we were supposed to keep nursery church today. That did not happen. Like I was telling Savannah yesterday, I was like, you may not be contagious because you're on antibiotics, but like, if I was taking Jack to drop him off and you were the one I was dropping him off to, I would be like, absolutely not. There's
especially now that it's in both eyes.
Yeah, it's been
anyways.
That guy moved, didn't end up doing that. But we got friends having babies. Like, we're supposed to see literally a newborn in the next couple days.
I'm struggling so hard to get myself healed so that I can, be around for that. But anyways, having babies and canceled flights and people in the hospital and
so last week, I was supposed to go. When was I supposed to go? Thursday?
No, Wednesday.
I was supposed to go Wednesday.
Yes.
I was supposed to go Wednesday. Come home Thursday. So I was supposed to go to Ohio on Wednesday. I'm buying a truck up there from Jamie's Phi. I'm pretty sure it's Phi. I always say it Jamie Fee.
Is it Phi?
I'm pretty sure it's Phi. So Jamie, if you ever hear this, sorry, dude.
Please correct.
It's okay. Look, he's got to be used to it. Their name is spelled like F. I think it's Fiei.
Okay.
Or Fie. I'm pretty sure it's Fiei.
Okay. I don't know.
But anyway, they own Supremescapes. He's been on the show multiple times. Going to buy a truck from him. He's in Cincy, and just gonna go fly into Columbus, hang out with the Almonds for a day or so, and then drive down there, get the truck, and come home. That was supposed to happen last Wednesday. Well, we get a text at 10:30 at night before I was supposed to leave.
Tuesday night, yeah.
Yeah, hey, don't. You can still come, but Caleb's in the hospital.
About to have surgery.
He's about to have surgery, and so y'all saw Caleb post about all that. He had appendicitis. Thankfully, he got it out before it ruptured, and could have been much, much worse than it was. But
doing much better now.
Yeah,
home.
His story to tell, but seems to be doing well. And so we were like, all right, well, I just changed my flight that morning. I said I'll just cancel and go tomorrow. I'll go straight into Cincinnati on Thursday. All good. Plan for that. Halfway through the day on
Wednesday.
No, on Thursday.
Oh yeah, because
it was a late flight Thursday.
You switched everything up. Like you were gonna fly out Wednesday morning, spend the day, and
come
then
home
go,
Thursday.
and then you changed it to go Thursday night, and drive home Friday morning, and then it was like Thursday at 1:00.
Yeah,
because I was putting Jack down for a nap, and you were like, "Yeah, my 3:00 flight got canceled."
Yeah, and we knew. So we haven't even talked about this since then. I knew that it was going to happen.
Oh,
when
really?
we sat there and looked at that morning.
You were like, "That's a busy plane." Yeah. So there's this feature. I found out about this, and nobody else that I've told has known about it. You can text your flight code.
Yeah.
To somebody and preview your flight, and it's like more up to date and more accurate than
way more accurate. It shows you all the history.
It shows you like the history of the plane for the day, like the plan. It shows you what gate you're coming out of, going into, your baggage claim, all the things. Anyways, so we like pulled up his flight,
and your flight code would be like, if you're flying Delta, it'd be DL or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
Southwest, SW, American, AA, whatever. And so we pulled it up the night before, or in the morning, maybe having breakfast, and that plane, like the plane
started
that was taking
4:30.
Started like 4:30 in the morning. Had like 4 or 5 flights before it was
got
getting
to Birmingham.
you.
Yeah,
and you
I was
were
like, "There's no way."
Ooh, that's there's a lot happening there.
Because it was going from Birmingham. I mean, it was going from, I think it was like Chicago to
Dallas to
Texas to Vegas to Birmingham. And I was like,
there
that's
was like
a lot of
one more
stops
in there, honestly. Anyways, it was a lot.
I was like, that's not going to be on time.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was delayed so much so that
it got delayed. Yeah, it got delayed until 3:50. We were supposed to be 3:20. Got delayed, and then I got a notification like an hour later, hey, you've been moved, because we were going to miss. I was going to miss the layover.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be landing
I was going to miss the connecting.
Chicago until 10 minutes after the flight. Your second flight was to take off. Yeah.
So,
anyways, so it's rescheduled for tomorrow.
They put me on a flight for Friday the next day, but it was like an 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. flight, like travel day.
Oh, really? I didn't
even... it was like, that's absolutely not happening.
I didn't even look at it.
So, canceled that, regrouped over the weekend. Now we're going back to the original plan. Going to go to Columbus, go see the Almonds for a day, hopefully go out on a job site, get some video, things like that, record a podcast, and then drive to Cincinnati Tuesday morning and get the truck, come home.
Yep.
So we'll see. It is Sunday. If all that happens without any
hiccup,
I'll be pretty impressed. But let's hope it does. So
we will see.
Looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun time, fun trip. Looking forward to adding a truck. That's something we'll talk about probably later this week on a show or something. More to come. Just the part of growth, right? The part of the growth journey. And something we could talk about though, and kind of like that into today's show is how far we've come in our marriage and like in business, that like really this hasn't even been like a conversation with us for the most part.
Yeah, I would say it has.
It has, but not like what it used to have been. And so the reason I say this is a good topic because I've done a few coaching calls recently, and it's been a common thing. Guys that are younger in business, year 1, year 2, year 3, their spouses are having trouble with them reinvesting into the company. And having trouble is I don't know if that's the right phrase. They're more hesitant. And I think some of that comes down to is you just haven't, that's what I try to tell them. I was like, guys, you just haven't been doing it long enough to literally like prove yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not that your spouse has a negative, like they don't think you can't do it. It's just like, I feel like women a lot of times have to see it to believe it type thing.
Yeah.
And especially if you struggle with casting the vision, some people are better at that than others. Not to say you're bad if you're not as good at it. That's not to say it's not a downfall. But some people are not as good as others. I'm not as good as some people. And if you can't do that and you're early on, you can't do it well, then that's even going to cause more issue for your spouse not being able to get on board. But
I don't know. I don't think that you're bad at that, but that's not something that like gets me in it.
No, but I'm saying for some people that could be though. Like I'm saying, if you are bad at casting the vision, and that your spouse is already hesitant, like then that's a recipe for failure there. But you just have to literally prove yourself over time. And we're in year 6 of the business now. Like we've proven ourselves it is sustainable. Like it is a business now. We can survive. We will survive with it, with the Lord's help. But I think that looking back on this situation, like buying this truck, this will be our 1, 2, 3. This will be our fourth truck. Yeah, fourth truck that we have. We've bought and sold one more.
I don't know.
Just one more. Just the Silverado. This will be our fourth truck that we have now. But the conversation and the process of going through this is so much different than what it would have been 4 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, think about, do you think back on when like we bought our second mower, like how big of a thing that was?
Yeah, we also had like no money to our name.
Correct. Yeah, but that's like anybody that's in that stage of life and business.
Oh yeah.
People in year 2, like I mean, people in year 2 and year 3 of business are just like, it's just so much.
Well, here's
growth.
the thing. Gosh, I don't know. I struggle a little bit with giving advice here because I wasn't great at it. Like obviously, like that was a sore point for us.
Yeah.
But it's getting easier because I'm seeing the fruit of spending money to make money.
Yeah.
Because you are at a point where, like, thank God, like I mean, obviously we're not where we want to be, whatever, but you are more so to a place where you have more of the resources and the people, and I don't even mean just the stuff, like like hiring the people is also a scary thing. Which is
your biggest, it's your biggest cost.
But like I'm seeing that allow you to take on the projects that are going to help us meet like revenue goals.
Yeah. And
going to help us get to the places that we're trying to go. Because I remember sitting in I guess it was the LMN thing with Mark Riley talking about like your
in Nashville.
Yeah, like your ideal client and stuff and how you just got to get the ideal client. And I'm like, well, okay, great. That sounds awesome. Now, like, how do you actually do that? Because you can't just, I mean, I guess maybe you could, but I just see it as like stepping stones, like building blocks. Like you chip away at that. Like you don't just say.
You work towards that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want a bunch of 90-year-old grandmas anymore. I want, you know, so-and-so with X amount of disposable income. Like that doesn't just happen overnight usually.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing now like and like the size projects and things that you're able to like actually confidently bid on because you have the resources, the equipment, the people to help you do it.
Well, and we can do it like it's sustainable.
Yeah.
It's
like
not
can you imagine, and I don't know how much you've talked about any of this or like honestly where, but like the project that you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that with you and Ben?
Yeah, it's impossible. It would have been impossible.
Like you don't even, the opportunity isn't even really realistically there.
We have 2 potentially right now that if we land them, it would, like, we would have to hire more people immediately.
Yeah.
It would take up, one of them would take up for as long as the contract is in existence, it would take up probably 2 days a week.
Yeah.
With a full crew.
Well,
every
what
week.
was like the crazy thing, and I don't know if you like want to say this, and if you don't, you can just be like, that's like not out there yet. Just like the size of the project was like almost the size of like last year's total revenue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a developer. We're trying to get it with a developer.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you land it, it would be.
Like, if you think about out loud,
it would be
means,
much, much more than what we did in revenue last year.
One contract this year.
Yeah.
One of the contracts this year. That's not any of your mowing. That's not any that's one thing. And I know it's a big thing. It takes a lot of time. Whatever. Would be more than your entire last year's year's worth of revenue. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. Think about the fact that there's no way you could even entertain an opportunity like that if you weren't willing to go buy the truck, if you weren't willing to hire the extra person.
If I wasn't willing to buy the mini skid last year.
If you weren't willing to buy the mini skid.
If
you weren't willing to buy the dump trailer.
Yeah.
If you weren't willing to have a landscape crew and a mowing crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some type of cold going on.
Yeah, that's another reason we have like bunkered.
If we sound
in
dead
this weekend, yeah,
just,
we're on the struggle bus.
yeah. Don't tell anybody.
What? We haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
But anyways.
No, you think back on this stuff, like, for all you guys that are renting machines right now.
That was such a headache. And
I did it for a month.
I feel for that because that was so hard. The logistics of that.
It was so terrible.
I don't know if everybody struggles with that as much.
Most people have much better rental situations. God.
Our rental situation was they had one machine. Yeah. And you couldn't reserve it, right? Like you had to call and see if they had it. And if they had it, you could use it. But if not, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, what the freak is that?
Yeah, I would have to get up and be there like the crack of dawn.
Yeah, to see if they had it. And it was not good.
No, it was terrible. It was awful.
And you're like, you're just eating money. Like, I don't know how much it was.
I was $300 at a time.
But it's like.
It cost $700 to own the mini skid for a month.
And how many times did you rent that stupid thing?
I actually didn't rent it that much.
I felt like you did.
I rented it much, much less than most people.
Well, you rented it for just a month.
We rented it consistently.
It was like, yeah, that's crazy.
I rented it consistently for a month, and I was like, this is it.
Well, you would have it days at a time, right?
Yeah,
Couldn't you do that? And it was still only $300? No matter how much
$300
time?
a day. No, it's $300 a day.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Whoa.
Yeah, it added up. Yeah, you spend a crazy amount of money on rentals.
That's insane.
That's why I'm like, if you can
2 days was almost your whole month's payment on it.
If you can book a job once a month, you pay for it.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so, yeah, I don't know. I sit here and think back on this stuff. Like, yeah, this development project's cool. It's going to get change ordered. We're not going to get the full what we want, but there's still a huge potential there to land a lot of work.
You've had other things happen this year.
Correct.
You know? Like it's not, and I don't mean to put so much emphasis on that. It's just been.
We've increased our revenue already this year. I think, I don't know, I had to look at updated numbers. We're pretty close to, I'm pretty sure we've already beat last year's revenue.
Yeah, we were looking at
by
that
this point
last week.
I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know. I have to look at that. But that stuff doesn't happen without reinvesting. And I just think, and we sit here and we talk, and it's the conversations we had. And I don't know what would your advice be to this, or what would your take be on this? Because I literally said this verbatim the other day on a call.
Well, I have something else to say that is about the growth thing.
Okay.
I think something that is like, it's so cool that we're like, wow, we could have an entire year's worth of revenue on one project. Like, that's so crazy growth. But I don't want to take away from the slow and steady growth either.
No, yeah.
Because that
the slow and steady is what it's sustainable.
And that's sustainable. Yeah. Like, this is like, we're kind of like twiddling our thumbs, like kind of, I don't know. I'm having a stroke. Hold on.
It's a big
clenching our buttholes a little bit, being like, okay, like, that's a big project. Like, like just the size of that and what that means. But the slow and steady wins the race. Like, that is a sweet spot. So that's what the past 6 years have been for us, slow and steady.
Yeah, we've never had
We've never had like a massive breakthrough where we like tripled in 1 year, like whatever.
We've never had any like one-time big jobs.
And
like that.
I think that is another reason, or something that brings me confidence, is like making these decisions, because the growth is slow and steady. Like, there's not these big like spikes and falls of like, we got in way too over our heads and didn't know how to handle it, and we poorly handled all of this, and now we're back to ground zero. There's nothing wrong with
you can grow fast. You can grow really fast.
But that doesn't mean that it'll stay.
It's cranking marketing. It's cranking debt. Adding machines, adding people. You can do it. It's going to add a ton of stress to your life and your family along the way. So, not to say you can't. You can do it. It's just,
and not
to
say that isn't like great and also successful. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with steadily growing over time. Anyways,
with this thing of growth and the reinvesting part and having these conversations, like buying this truck has not even been hey, I think this is the right truck. We talk about it for 10 minutes. Okay,
well, we've gotten.
We're just to the point in business where we know our roles.
That's what I was about to say.
And that's something that's huge. We've talked about that on these calls. And I literally said this the other day verbatim, and I want to hear your feedback on this because you may be like, don't ever say that again. But I think this is what you just have to get to. And if you're a woman listening or if your spouse something, then I don't know what your take on it's going to be. But
hot take.
Honestly, I literally said this to a guy. I said, guys, I was like, dude, it's just going to suck. Like, at the end of the day, she's not going to understand. She's not going to agree. You just have to make, if you are truly devoted to grow. Hold on. If you're truly devoted to growing the business, you're truly devoted. You're not making dumb financial mistakes in your personal life. Like, you're treating money right. There were plenty of times where I just said, we're doing it. And like, it sucks. It's a hard conversation. You're pissed off. It's like, it's not fun for anyone. But there's no winning you over in the moment. And if you don't take the jump and do it, you're just going to stay stuck there.
That is such a...
It's a very hard thing to talk about.
Yeah, and you got to have a lot of like little asterisks on that.
A ton. This is not a one-size-fits-all statement. No, it's not. Again, you have to look at it and say,
that is a very situational thing.
It always is. And I say that, I preach that on the show, though. Everything we say is not a one-size-fits-all. Never said that, never will. Yeah. What I'm saying with this is, if you need to figure it out in your situation. But I'm just saying, if you're doing everything right that you can be doing right, you're communicating, you're showing, you're trying to teach, you're trying to lead, you're hustling, you're maximizing yourself, the business, you're doing everything you possibly can. There could be a time where you just have to say, trust me, and do it.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to turn you into a business-minded person if you're not in over a discussion of buying a machine, right? You can't. When we bought that second mower, you couldn't understand really fully, truly what that was going to do for us.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it. There's no matter how many conversations, how many times we sat there and talked about it.
When were we talking about like doing a ride along or something? Like if it gets to that point.
Yeah. I actually do. Who was that? I don't remember what that was.
I don't know, but like how eye-opening
it's
that
not a bad
could
idea.
be.
Yeah.
For a spouse to be like, no, let me show you.
Yeah.
Like physically show you how this could change for us.
Yeah.
But
it's actually a good idea.
There are so many different aspects to that I like.
And we're not getting into that full conversation because that is something for you to figure out in your own life with your own spouse, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go more in depth? Hit me up. We'll talk about it in depth. But like, I just know personally, looking back, if there weren't times when I was stubborn.
Well, you also knew me. You knew me.
Yeah, and every husband should know your spouse. You should know where they're coming from.
And you knew that, like you said, there really wasn't going to be something you could say or do or show me that was going to get me like, yeah, go spend these thousands of dollars.
Yeah, there was nothing. It was just going to stay. It was just going to stay where we were. It wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
It was literally like the definition of just like take one for the team. Like,
yeah,
you're going to be upset. It is what it is.
But also for us, I kind of like just struggled a little bit and went with that, accepted it, whatever, however you want to term that, because for us, like biblically, like I understood that at the end of the day, I was going to trust you.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't agree. And so that does look a little different for us, like in our faith. Like I was willing. But
you did not want me to go buy the mower or go buy this, like.
No, but it did not cause knockdown dragouts because it caused discussions.
Yeah.
But now the knockdown dragouts happened when things were done without telling me.
Yeah.
Or you weren't upfront or honest.
Yeah.
Because there have been, I mean, we're not perfect. We've made that extremely clear. I'm not. Jeremiah's not. There have been times where Jeremiah hasn't been super upfront about something because you were scared of my reaction.
Yeah.
And that never turned out good for either of us. But that was never better than me just kind of like learning to swallow the pill of knowing that, you know. you were going to have the final say.
All of this comes back to you have to be like trying to prove yourself every day, right? Like
yeah,
you
but
have
there comes
to
a
be proving
point where like
trust.
that's yes, you do that, but like you got to come out of that. You can't live your life feeling like you need to prove yourself to me.
No, not
like,
forever, but there's the first 2 years, like
where you want to prove yourself, not just to me, to yourself.
Yeah,
you're proving yourself to yourself,
yeah.
like that you can do this, that you've got what it takes, that you're not going to give up on it, whatever. But it shouldn't take 10 years of you
but
constantly
it's
proving yourself to me.
No, it's just inevitable that women in general just are more hesitant. They're more risk sensitive. They don't want to go into that. And so years 1, 2, 3, when it's literally like, hey, we make no money and we just spend money. That's literally all we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's reality. It's going to be tougher for you to get on board with that.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're the husband, you're not doing a good job casting your vision and trying to.
Well, and you always make sure you're like sharing the wins too. Because I remember feeling like, so I was working full time the first couple of years of us being married and Jeremiah in business, and I think I just remember getting to a point where I felt like he was only talking to me about business when he wanted to spend money.
Yeah.
Or when we needed to buy something, or we had to have the
because that's all we were doing at the time.
Well, you know what I'm getting at here. But and another thing about Jeremiah that did not help this specific situation for us is I don't know how to say this. Everything's going to be the best thing ever. Everything's going to fix our problems.
I have a very optimistic outlook on things.
Yes. That is a very nice way to say that.
Yeah.
You're very optimistic about literally everything. And so for me, who's not, I'm like, okay, well, I've heard this one before. And like that's not an uncommon thing though, for a woman to be like, okay, well, we've gone through this before and it was not the best thing ever. But
we've never, in 6 years, we've never had anything really bite us in the butt.
Yeah, thankfully. Yet. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, like, we spent a lot of money, we did a lot of things.
We overshot on your first truck. That was not necessary. And you sold it. Not the gray truck, the first white truck.
It wasn't necessary at the time. I needed that truck. I needed that truck. I bought it a year too early.
You bought it too early.
I bought it 1 year too early.
And
I needed it severely last year in the spring. That's what caused me to get the one I have now.
Yes, but we spent a lot of money because we went early.
I don't. We did. I lost money on that.
Happened.
I lost money on that. I think I lost like $3,000 on that.
Yeah, at least.
No, that was all. It wasn't much.
Anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. But lost is a loose term, right? I had a truck that never broke down for a year.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and it helped us in we were still growing that year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if we had anything else that's like really.
I just don't feel like you even really started making really big purchases until 2022?
Yeah, I mean, it's when we bought the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bought. Did we buy the box truck and that truck in the same year? I
ain't got a clue when you bought that box truck. Was it 2021?
No, I'm pretty sure we bought the box truck in. Let's see, Jack was born in
22.
September.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was spring of 2022.
Okay.
I think.
It doesn't really matter. But I don't feel like you even were at a point where you could start doing stuff like that until 2022. Because a dang lot happened. Because you got the truck, you got the box truck, you got the dump trailer. That was all 2022.
No. I sold the truck after Jack was born.
Yeah, but you bought it then.
No. I bought it in 21. We had that truck for a year. I bought that truck in 21. I bought the box truck in 22 though. Bought the box truck April 4th of 2022.
And the dump trailer was that year too, because I remember being like, oh my gosh, like our insurance and stuff.
No, what is this? This is 24.
Yeah, you did not buy that thing last year.
Bought the dump trailer in 23 because I bought dump trailer and mini skid back to back.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. You've only had that a year?
A little over a year, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like you got that.
Box truck was 20. Silverado was 21. Box truck was 22. Dump trailer mini skid was 23.
24.
24 was...
New truck.
24 has been Mini X. Oh, no, I bought my truck last year, too. I bought the mini skid, the truck, and my truck now.
Yes.
No.
And the dump trailer.
Mini skid, the dump trailer, and my truck, yes.
Yes.
All in the same. That's what was it was a very big year. 23 was a big year.
Yes, it was.
This year has been...
Yes, it was.
This year's just been repairs. I swear. $5,000 transmission.
Truck?
Yeah, this year's been the Mini X and this truck.
Yeah.
This is what I bought this year.
Yeah. Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
This does not feel slow and steady. You're like, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like people ask how long you've been in business. I'm like, yeah, I've been in business 6 years, but really only 3. Like
No. You were in business, working and doing
correct.
and growing with what you had.
It was a different ball game, though.
It was a different ball game. Just because you weren't buying massive equipment doesn't mean that you weren't.
But I wasn't really I wasn't running a business. I wasn't trying to grow. No, I didn't know.
You didn't know. You were running a business. It was helping us live.
Yeah. No, I was being a service provider is what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it worked for the time.
Yeah. What did you found the other day? We were going through our memories, and you found your little piece of paper.
The notes. It was so crazy. It was it was 2018 when I first took it.
Do you remember when we went? It was before we got married, and we went to the store because you wanted to find one of the clipboards that had the calculator on it.
Oh yeah.
So that
I still have it.
You could do it while you're out on jobs.
I still have it. It's sitting on top of in the office. Like when we build a shop, that'll be framed. That'll be hanging on the wall.
Yeah, because
that
was your life. That thing was your life. Like you carried your whole
it went everywhere.
Week's worth of work with you.
That clipboard and the sheets and sheet protectors inside of it.
Yeah,
will be hanging on the wall.
Yeah, you used to use grid paper.
Yep, grid paper and a sheet protector.
Was the week's schedule.
The week's schedule. It was crazy, and I would write every day on there. Mm-hmm. How many we did, how much they were, what our costs were that day as far as gas went and labor, and then I would write down our profit. It was so crazy. But we were looking at the list the other day. 2018 when I took over, an entire week was 22 or 23 yards, I think is what it was. Yeah,
that had to have been super duper early because you were doing more than that when
it was.
We got married.
It was fall. Yeah, it was fall of 2018. So
that was the year you took it over. That was your first.
It was the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
The very, very beginning.
That's so funny.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy to see that. I mean, see how this is the difference now. Yeah, and we don't even do that many more lawns now. It's just the clientele has changed so much. The density has changed so much. The pricing has changed so much.
And how to make it profitable.
Because we're still not doing that many yards. We're only doing 75 a week. Mm-hmm. But it's really looking at 22 to 75 in 5 years. Not that good growth.
You've changed the trajectory of the business.
Yeah, it's totally different. In those years, so 3 years ago? It's really, and another reason to say 3 years is because you got to remember 3 years ago, or 4 years ago now, is when I totally wiped out the Pell City, the Asheville.
Was that 2020? No.
I think it's 2021.
Yeah. Because
we worked through 2020.
Yeah.
Ended it in 21. So it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
I cut the business in half.
That was so scary for me. I remember being okay, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Literally cut the business in half and rebuilt it. So that's if we would have kept everybody, we would be at 150, 200 right now.
Yeah, driving all over the planet.
Correct. Man, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah,
it's so crazy to think
but
about.
that's another thing, like slow and steady. Like you have like chipped away and molded and really like crafted kind of your ideal.
Yeah, you've picked that way you want to be.
That's how you get in front of the people. You just takes time.
Yeah, right now I have one route that I want to clean up and get rid of.
Eventually.
Everything else is in good shape.
Crazy.
It's a really crazy journey to look back on. Sometimes if you just are sitting up late at night, like, what am I doing? Just think back on what your growth has looked like, because it is wild.
It's so funny to me. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just think about you working and doing this back in 18, 19, 20, and like you weren't doing anything when you got off work. Like when you got home.
No.
Like you would get your stuff ready for the week and pick up checks, but that's how everybody was paying you.
Yeah,
was checks. So like you didn't
sharpen some blades or something.
Yeah, you didn't really have work to do outside of just cutting people's grass.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't even really doing landscape jobs.
No, we weren't doing hardly any estimates. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. There was no office time.
No,
like no office time at all.
And here we are.
I could spend my whole day in the office now, every day of the week.
I know.
Oh man, it's super cool. Super
fun.
cool.
It's fun to think about though.
Think back and reminisce on that stuff. And if you're in the growth, if you're in that year 1, 2, 3, guys, I know it's hard.
You'll blink and you'll be looking.
Don't take what I said and just make it a one-size-fits-all. Take principles out of that statement. Apply them. Have the conversations. But if you know that you can do it and you're not going to be irresponsible with it, there could be a time where you just have to say, hey, trust me, and go out on a leap of faith.
Yep. It's not easy though. It's not
fun. Easy. No, it's not fun. Nobody said it was going to be fun though.
Yeah.
It's tough. These are the things. These are the things.
Nobody wants to talk about this, honestly. Because
nobody wants to talk about what?
Just like this.
No.
Having to like
these are the
not
things
always 100% agree or be on the same
no one
page.
sees.
Like, is this bad advice? Maybe. But
when you're living life like
real.
no one else, this is the thing no one sees.
Yeah.
They don't see these conversations. They don't see these.
I just can't say enough times that is just not a blanket statement.
No, it's not. And
like,
here's the thing. Look, if you're a regular listener to the show, you know I'm not pulling this crap out of my butt. I say that every single show.
Yeah.
All the time. Nothing we're going to say, for the most part, is a one-size-fits-all. You have to apply it to your situation. But it's true. It's real. It's the stuff that no one wants to talk about. It's like you're saying.
Yeah.
You don't hear people talking about this. You don't hear people saying in depth, hey, there's going to be times where you have to go, you don't go against your spouse, but you make decisions that your spouse doesn't agree with.
Yeah.
Like, it is that. It's true. It happens.
Right.
And I think that comes down to, like, when you decide to start, you got to be clear and open and communicate. And, hey, if you're on this journey together, then stick it out. But try to just, again, cast the vision.
Yeah. And this is why I think this is why a lot of spouses choose just to not be involved. Because they know that they won't always see eye to eye on things, and it does put a strain on your relationship. Like, it is hard.
Yeah.
And it's not. I
just think the only thing about being not involved, though, is if that's the route you're going to go.
That's a lot of people's norm. Like, they're not.
But if that's the route you're going to go, it's gonna that is going to add a level of stress in the same way that being involved would, is because at least if you're involved, you know, like, you can understand
what puts way more stress on the business owners, like that person's puts more stress on them. It wouldn't really stress me out.
Yeah, it's not going to stress you out. It just stresses me out because you don't like to.
Exactly.
You know, not going to be on the same page because you don't understand.
Because I can't share that with you. Like, there's no like sharing that load with you.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, until you're to the point where you're so far removed that you just, again, you trust I'm going to make a good decision, and you make it, and let me make those decisions.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to try to give your input and say nay, then you better be more involved. Because don't try to tell me no if you don't know anything about the way that it actually is going to affect us.
Yeah.
That's what but there's too many people that are going to say nay and not know anything.
That's just hard, though. Like, when you're spending personal money, like when you're spending people's savings.
Yeah, and that's what you do in the beginning. Man, that's what you do in the beginning. The amount of money that we put in the beginning, I mean, it was just like, it is there. You're right.
Yeah, like that's just hard.
But you have to come together. Is like, you have to know you're on the same team. You have to know you have the same goal in mind.
Yeah.
And if you can truly believe that together, like there was never a time. We've gone through a lot. We've made a lot of rough decisions. I don't recall ever there being a time where you said, I wish you would stop doing the business.
Oh, no. I've gone through, like, phases.
But I don't think we ever got to that point. And I think that one of the reasons in that is, like, we both knew at the end of the day the same goal we had.
Yeah, I've definitely been the weaker link sometimes.
But we knew we had the same goal.
Yeah.
It was harder for you to see how to get there.
Yeah. I tend to be so much more focused on the here and now.
Yeah.
And you are not.
And you have to have that in some sense. Like, there has to be some sort of reality check, right?
Yeah.
That's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're always looking 200 feet down, you're not going to see the speed bump 10 feet in front of you.
Right. Or the mailbox or the tree.
Yeah.
That's going to just like.
Yeah, take you out.
Take you out. So.
We never got to that point, though.
No.
And I think that's why. At the end of the day, we both knew.
Well, here's another thing I
there.
knew. That not running a business, and this is another, like, kind of tangent, so I'll just say this and then we can call it. Not running a business, not kind of having that freedom for you, you would have been so unhappy.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Like, you would be just not the person that I know.
Yeah.
If you gave it up to go work for somebody.
Yeah.
And I just also just, like, kind of had to come to the realization for me, too, that was not worth it for me or for you. Like, for you to be so unhappy that I would so selfishly ask you to give that up to give us just more normalcy or stability.
Yeah.
In those earlier years. Like, I don't really feel that as much now.
Yeah.
But those thoughts definitely crossed my mind when everything was so unknown, and I was just so annoyed that everybody else could just, like, have their husbands at home after 5 p.m. every single night and got to do normal things over the weekend or like, whatever it might be. That, like, we didn't get that or we don't get that. And I listen, this is not a thing because, you know, Jeremiah gets to come to the zoo with us on random Tuesdays. And he came to every single one of my OB appointments. And, like, we take week-long vacations whenever we want. Reason. Yeah. So, like, I fully understand that. But with my sometimes stumbling block of seeing the here and now, that's where I was at. And so I, like, really struggled with just wanting the consistency and just the normalcy of just, like, being able to come home and, like, turn on a show and eat dinner and go to bed or, you know, whatever. Yeah. And that's just not our life. And it just probably never will be, like, to a degree, because it just won't. But and that, like, that's okay, and we are on the same page. But it's okay to have those thoughts and to go through phases where it's harder than human. Other times.
Like, you're
like human. It's not always going to be mentally easy. Clearly, we've established that, but you can't. Who was it? The Fullertons that were like, you just can't both give up on the same day.
Yeah,
that is the truest thing I've ever heard, especially for us. You've never given up. I've literally never. had to like really pick you up and be like, it's going to be okay. Like there are obviously weeks where you just end up laughing by the end of it because what else do you do? Because they're just that comical. You've never wanted to give it up. Like literally in 6 years, I've never had you come home and genuinely be like, what am I doing? Like, I can't do this anymore. So it's really just me. I'm the problem. It's me. Anyways, you can't give up on the same day.
What's the name of that song? Isn't that a song?
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that Taylor Swift song. Hi. Yeah,
funny.
it is.
You can't give up on the same day. That's good.
No, that's them. They said that, and I really was just. It made me a little emotional because it's just true.
Yeah. Like
it's okay. It's human. It's natural. It's normal to feel discouraged and question and doubt. You just can't. You can't do it on the same day. You got to have somebody that's going to pull you out of that, because, like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you both give on the same day, you're not gonna get very far. That's
Yeah.
It. There's so many different areas to go. We could go. I'm in the mood right now. We could go for 2 hours on this.
Goodness.
We can't go for 2 hours.
No.
But this is really, really good discussion. I think it's thought provoking for a lot of people. I hope that's what it does for you today. Start the week
Yeah.
It's not easy. I don't know that it's ever easy.
No, it just becomes so much more normal. It's just your normal.
I don't know that it ever is easy, though. Like, I'm trying to think of people on the highest level. It's not easy.
Because you should never get comfortable. Like,
you're
comfortable.
Still always going, doing, learning, changing, growing. Like, it's more fun.
Yeah.
It's elevated, right?
Yeah.
But it's never easy.
It shouldn't be, though. Like, is that what you really want?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think successful people.
You wouldn't be in the position that you're in or the line of work that you're in or working for yourself if you really wanted it to be easy. Because you could have it easy. You could. You could quit and you could go work for somebody and you could work your way up in a cool climate, air-conditioned room and get your PTO and your bonuses every year and get raises, and it would be easy and it would be fine.
It would be hard.
Yeah, for other reasons. We don't. But
I choose the different. I choose my hard, right?
Yes, we talked about that. But there is an easier route.
Correct.
But if you really wanted that, but you don't, and nobody doing this genuinely to their core wants it to be super easy.
No. The tough weeks are the ones that make you they're the ones that make you stronger at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, they're the ones that literally make you better at being a business owner, better at taking this journey on.
Mm-hmm.
The easy ones are the ones where you get complacent.
Oh, yeah. You start missing stuff. Sort of falls through the cracks. You don't feel like you have to be as vigilant.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's good. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That's just kind of...
Hope we didn't put people to sleep.
Yeah, maybe we did.
We're just sitting here talking like it's, we're just on the couch and it's 10 o'clock.
That's good stuff, though. That's really good conversation. Hope you took something from it. If you did, come back and see us on Wednesday and Friday. It'll be fun shows. Who knows what we got lined up. Going to see a couple different guys in Ohio this week, hopefully. So some good stuff coming from them. Equip is right around the corner. LAL is right around the corner. So much fun stuff happening in the fall season. It's really the best time of the year in this industry for sure, especially as far as social media things go. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everybody at Equip. You know the code to use if you're trying to get in there. Code GG50 will get you in for 50% off. So thank you for tuning in to another Marriage Monday. Hope it brought some joy to you. Hope it maybe hit a nerve. I don't know. Strike up a conversation between you and your spouse. Share this episode with somebody you know maybe struggling. Just let them know that it's not easy, and that's okay. But there is a way to get through it, and you will get through it. Just stick together. Stick together at your core. Make sure you both have the same thing, the same goal in mind, and never give up on the same day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. That's going to wrap this one up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.